Hey, love bugs. What's up? I hope you're having a good morning, new night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that ding whenever I upload a new video. So today we are going to be talking about Toni responding. First of all, Blac Chyna's ex actually came out with some receipts. Baby, he came out with some receipts that I believe, quite frankly. And she had to respond, but I mean, like, how credible is Toni? Like, do we believe her? I don't know. Then we're gonna be talking about this guy. He's like really big on socials. He makes content, and he's being stalked and harassed by this woman, this crazy woman. And I came across this content creator's take on. His name is Coach Kells. I came across this content creator's take on what she actually thought was happening with him. And it's not just, what meets the eye. Like, oh, this girl is just crazy. She's just stalking. Like, it possibly goes a little deeper than that. So I wanted to talk about that right quick with you all. First of all, come on over. Come on over, love. Where y'all at? Hey Dion, hey Rihanna, hey Holly, hey Miss David, hey Danita, hey Carmel, hey Lexi, hey Ash, what's going on? How y'all doing? Al, hey Saint Marquez, what's up? Yes. All right, so we about to get this party started. We're gonna head on over to these Instagram streets. Yeah, she is bugging. Hey PJ, she's definitely bugging, and it's just so terrible. It's like, goddamn, like Blac Chyna had to have it hard. I was texting with Storm earlier about this, and he was just like, imagine how it was for her to grow up with that woman, and I was like, dang, like I don't want to imagine. But jealousy is a disease. What Nicki Minaj said? Jealousy is a disease. Die slow. Shouts out to the neighborhood talk fair use. Trifling. Blac Chyna's ex drops receipts of Toni sending explicits to his DM. My natural body. That's why she mad. And we've heard Toni say things about, like her natural body, and she got a nice figure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a hater. Like Toni got a nice figure. And Toni is not an ugly woman. And when she was younger, she was much prettier. She didn't look as worn as how she kind of looks now. But she's older. She's like 50 something. So, that's not, she still looks good for her age to me. But when she was younger, she definitely looked good. I can't sit up here in front. So this picture right here, it's actually was a video that he posted in his Instagram stories of her like pretending to be like fondling herself and like humping into the camera a little bit while she laying on the bed looking just crazy. That's not really giving sex appeal to me, but I guess I don't know. I'm not a man necessarily, so I don't know. I'm not a man, so me saying necessarily was like that's not necessarily my cup of tea. So I don't know if men think that's attractive. If it's any guys in here, let me know if y'all is attracted to that or not. So then these are some of the texts. So Tokyo allegedly texted him. His name is Hector and said, "Tell my daughter I've booked a plane ticket and come into her house to beat the shit out of her!" Exclamations. This is how she does me after all I did for her. I've had enough, and it's time for her to get that ass in check. And then he basically goes on to say, she doesn't want to war with you. How you doing? We just want to be productive. She really loves you through everything. He was saying, I just pray that y'all could get it together with each other. And then she's like, oh, my real body, this is why she mad. And I want you to see something. This is for you. And then she proceeds to send him these screenshots that looks like it's from a live that she did. And I seen it on his Insta story. And it's legit her naked body. Like they covered it, of course, for they had to censor it to be able to put it on the internet to repost it. But in his Insta story, like you seen the areola, you seen like she was out there. And then this one right here, and this she's saying this is why she mad. And people were saying, oh, they don't think that she would do this, and why would she do that to her daughter? And let's go back to so it won't be so explicit. And oh, I don't think Tokyo would do that. And well, it could be photoshopped, and oh, that's not her true account. First of all, Tokyo Tony had 50,000 Instagram and YouTube accounts. She never keeps the same YouTube account. She never keeps the same name. So we wouldn't know who the hell is who. The way that's written out in all caps really sounds like it's her. The way it's written, period, sounds like it's her. And I think people was like, oh, well, if it really was the case, why wouldn't she send him personal pictures? Why does it look like it's coming from her Instagram? And I feel like a person would do that for this very reason, so that they could say, well, that's not a personal picture, it's on the internet. You get what I'm saying? Or I didn't send him anything personal that nobody else saw. That is exactly why you would send somebody a screenshot of you on live, so that you could have that argument, that exact argument, like, well, it don't look like it's a personal picture. But all in all, like, you're still sending it to him directly so that he could see, like, saying, "Oh, I want you to see this." And I just think it's disgusting. I think it's deplorable. I think it's distasteful. And I don't put it past her. All of this is alleged. She came out to defend herself. But we've seen Tokyo Tony lie like a Persian rug. We've heard her backpedal and embellish. We've seen it. All you got to do is just let a person talk for long enough, and they're going to tell you the truth. It's going to come out. So I personally feel like mothers, when they have daughters, their daughters introduces them to their own mortality, not morality. They introduce them to their mortality. It makes you recognize that you're alive, you're aging, you're getting older, life is happening. And then you have this newer version of you, that has done way better than you. Tokyo Tony has a bunch of X-rated content out there. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of her X-rated content. She has a prawn tape and all of that. She was always bragging about how much money she made. She's always bragging about her fur coats and how she was driving Beamer Benz and Bentleys and how she had penthouses and all of these things. So you have to know that her ultimate goal was to get money and to be rich and famous. She didn't reach those heights, her daughter did. So it's not far-fetched to believe that there's a level of jealousy or a level of resentment there, which is weird because at the end of the day, China opened the door for her to come in, for Tokyo to come in and make a name for herself and get a bag. And she absolutely helped her. So I don't understand how anyone could appear to be so ungrateful as Tokyo Tony has appeared to be over the years, when this girl, her daughter, has literally helped her to get a bag. She put her on television. She moved her in her house a couple times. She employed her. She got her a car, even though Tokyo says she shut the car off and all of this and that. This is a thing that plagues us in our community, is that when the children grow up, the parents feel like the children owe you something, or like they're obligated to take care of you because they raised you. Ma'am, you decided to be a mother. You chose to have a child. When you have children, your children don't owe you a damn thing when they grow up. They do not owe you anything. If your children does something for you because they love you and they respect you, then you should be very appreciative. They don't have to do anything. At my big age, my mother sends me money or does something for me, I'd be so grateful, like, thank you. Cause she did her job. Although, mothers say a mother's job is never done. You're gonna be my child till whenever you not here no more. But when I send my mother something, or my parents, either one, that's because I want to. It's not because I'm obligated. I don't owe my parents shit. They chose to have a child. I didn't ask to be here. But I love them. I respect them. And we have a great relationship. So if they need something from me, I'll give it to them, and vice versa. But it's not an obligation. And I don't like when people make me feel like I'm obligated to do something for them, because then that's going to make me not want to do it. You know, when it's like you have to do something, it's like, oh no, I don't have to do anything but stay melanin rich and eventually leave this physical plane. That's the only thing that I'm promised in this lifetime. But having to take care of your mother, you don't have to do that. It's something that you do out of love. But when you do things out of love and you get hit with such vitriol and such hate and such negativity and such nasty vibes, that the types of vibes that old girl emits, I wouldn't want to. I'm sorry, but if my mother was like Tokyo Tony, I really wouldn't want to have a relationship with her. It would be really hard for me to get past a lot of the things that she's done publicly, the nasty things that she said publicly, how she's like cussed me and hexed me. And Tokyo Tony done really like I mean, if she was spirit cooking, she put a hex on China. I'm just telling y'all, like, come on. I don't know. And then she'll get up here in one breath and be cussing her like a dog in the street. And then she'll turn around and be crying, saying she missed her daughter. She's so happy because her daughter spoke to her. It's like, why do we have to be so toxic? And why do I have to constantly cut you off to make you understand that you have to respect me? But we go through it, period. I told y'all that I've experienced hazing from my family members, my women. I hate saying female, but the women in my family growing up. It's something that happens a lot and it's unfortunate, you know? But when you get older, you have to relearn people and you develop a different type of relationship because now I'm a grown woman. You know what I mean? So respect needs to be earned, especially now. Respect should be earned from kids too. But as an adult, as a grown woman who takes care of herself, if you don't respect me, I won't respect you. And I could kindly not respect you. That doesn't mean I'm going to just come out disrespecting you. I will just keep my distance. And I've had to do that to multiple people in my family because I've had to set boundaries. We had to relearn each other. And I needed them to understand that I was an adult. And it's sometimes hard, you know, for people that see you grow up and they see you from a baby in Pampers and now you're this whole entity on your own and you are a person, you know, you have autonomy. They don't understand that. It's a hard pill to swallow. So they still try to sun you like you a little kid and try to talk down on you and try to demand respect that they didn't earn. You ain't earn no respect talking about your daughter like that, put her business out there, like that's very disrespectful. It's classless, it's tactless, it's tasteless. It's giving you a nasty piece of work. And I don't know these people personally. I do feel like Tokyo loves China. I remember when I used to be following one of her pages and she was very nice. Like I would be writing in the chat when she would go live on Instagram. This is a few years back. And she was in different motels or whatever. She didn't seem as angry as she comes across as she has like in more recent years. But I think it's because China really started to shine bright like a diamond, and Tokyo felt like she was being left in the dust, and she couldn't handle not being a part of everything that her daughter had going on. And I that is something that I'd be like, oh my God, like what is gonna happen when I really reach the success that I'm going to reach because I'm gonna keep working toward it? How are my parents gonna act? Because you know, like you just don't know. And Jay-Z said it best. He said, fame and money doesn't necessarily change you, but it absolutely changes people around you, you know? So yeah, the entitlement, that part, I'm not into that. Like, don't make it seem like I have to do anything for you. And I'm sure, you know, once I'm a millionaire, because yeah, I want to see what that's like. So I'm going to work toward that. Once I touch an M, I don't give a damn how long it's going to take. I'm going to touch me an M. I'm curious to see what new types of boundaries I'm going to have to set and you know how it is that I'm going to structure that with my family and my loved ones because I'm a very giving person, but people will abuse you and they will use you and they will take advantage. And it's just unfortunate. But this is what Tokyo had to say in defense of herself. How y'all doing? Everybody up in here, hit the like button, pay my entry fee. Okay, so Tokyo Toni denies sending nudes to her daughter's ex-boyfriend. Why would I send naked pictures to someone I despise and hate? Because you despise and hate your daughter. And I tell y'all all the time, when women do things like that, when women want to sleep with your man, women that are close to you, when women want to sleep with your man, when women want to entertain men that you're entertaining, when women want to be entertained by men that's entertaining you, when women want to constantly, you know, when women are pick me's, when women are thirsty and dying, you know, for the male gaze, when women are very male centered, you have to watch out for those women. Because 9 times out of 10, those women will backstab you. Those women, when they're jealous and they're resentful toward you, the way that they show that is to try to take what you have. And more than not, it's usually a man. That's usually how that goes. They try to take your man, they try to sleep with your man, they try to get the same men that you got, they try to one up you. They would love to be able to say, oh, I could fuck your man, or your man was trying to talk to me, or like it presents in that way when it's really just be a little envy and a little jealousy on the low low. I'm telling y'all, I done been through some of everything with women.
Naked pictures. Why would I send naked pictures to somebody that I despise and hate? Someone that was dating my daughter. Do that make sense?
Yes.
See, the conspiracy, you can't do it. We know what that is. You'll be okay. Can't get no clout. You want something from me. You won't get it. No, sir. No, sir. If I sent that, can they send it from my phone number? And what naked pictures? I don't do naked pictures. My husband can't get naked pictures. No naked videos. No nothing. I don't do naked. I don't do naked. Yeah. So you think I'm gonna sit up and argue with a nobody ass nigga that I
Tokyo Toni is lying like a Persian rug. I done seen naked videos and pictures of Tokyo Toni on the internet. She is lying real bad. Now this part I got the Tokyo, you're lying. You're lying. It's giving lies. It's giving lies and deceit. It's giving lies and deceit. This lady was on IG Live naked as all outdoors. Why is she sitting up here lying like this through her teeth? I don't like that for her.
I know is that fuck radio solo radio. Did I know it was a fucking my daughter? Did I say I would come in and drag your ass out the house, you demon? I'm gonna send him some naked pictures. Okay, I hope he enjoyed them. Yeah, because that means you've been wanting to see me. That means you went somewhere in the archive. A naked picture. Where did that surface from? Because I never I send in naked.
Ma'am, then who is that in this picture? You ain't never took no naked. Why she got to lie like that? Who is this? She ain't never took no naked picture. That is her. What is going on? Miss Tokyo been taking nudes since the 90s. Why is she up here like? See, now it's that part for me. She is lying real bad. Ma'am, you've been taking nudes since the 90s, ma'am. We've seen it. You are all over the internet, ma'am. You are all over the internet, ma'am. She lying real bad. I'm sorry. It's the lies for me. It's the lies. Talking about, oh, you must want to see it. Why would I send it? Ma'am, who is that then in these pictures? Who is it? Who is it? She lies so bad. I don't understand why she up here lying like this. My husband couldn't my husband couldn't even get a naked picture. Ma'am, you was just on Megan James' show saying that you had your own subscription service where you sent the people your bath order and you let them watch you take a bath. So you was doing that with a bathing suit on? You had on a bathing suit? She's lying real bad. It's that for me. It's the lie. It's real bad lying. And I seen this. Miss Tasha K posted this, catching her in some lies. And I said, dang, that's really just like her gas. Like this part. Cause what? Ma'am, we all saw you naked out all outdoors. What? Why would she get up there and lie like that? I cannot. Why would she get up there and lie like that? Oh my God. Shouts out to Unwild with Tasha K. Throwback of when Tasha K and Tokyo Toni had a heated exchange of words.
But why would you wish death on your daughter?
I didn't wish death on her. Where did you hear that?
I heard that. You said you're dead to me.
That's Ebonics, bitch. That's Ebonics. It's called don't talk to me.
But shit
don't
like that really happens though, Toni. Like this your only child.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Like that's your baby. I'm a mom.
Hold the fuck up.
I am grown.
I don't give a fuck what you are. I don't give a fuck. Listen,
but that's your daughter.
No, bitch. Listen. You're not listening.
I
don't give a fuck. No, my daughter is not there. You're not listening. So you must be a part of that motherfucking Illuminati shit too, bitch. Because you're not.
But you're the mother. You're the mother. You know that. You know that people go through shit. But you just saying that she does drugs.
Sweetie, I didn't say she do drugs. You didn't hear me say that.
Toni,
get your shit together.
Toni.
You didn't hear me say she do drugs.
Toni.
I said you.
Yo, this is gaslighting 101. A person like this is dangerous. If you could say something and then switch it around and say, I didn't say that. Well, what I did say was that she was high. Being high is synonymous for being on drugs. Are we all else stupidos out here? This is a dangerous person. And I know somebody just like this that will sit in your face and tell you, I didn't say that. Or tell you that you said something that you know good goddamn well that you did not say. Will really have you questioning reality. This is gaslighting 101. Oh my God, people be really scary out here, y'all. People be scary. Y'all got to watch out for a motherfucker like this that will get up in your face and say, I didn't say that. And then, especially if you can roll back the fucking audio.
You told me, bitch, you was hot. I told this is what the fuck I said.
Okay.
Now, won't you shut up and listen?
Okay.
What the fuck I said was, Angie, you told me you was getting high, bitch, is what you heard me say.
I'm being very respectful towards you. You don't have to tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm listening
to you. Tasha? Guess what, Tasha? I'm over you, bitch. I'm over you. I don't want to hear this shit no more. Goodbye. Good night,
all right, goodbye. Just don't tell me to shut the fuck up no more. You're a fucking
loser.
We can have a conversation without cussing at each other.
Because you're a part of that shit too, bitch.
A part of what? So I disagree with you. I disagree with you, and now I'm a part of the Illuminati.
You're putting shit in my mouth.
I didn't put shit in your mouth. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you record your daughter, dog her out, and tell her that you're dead to me while she is suffering from drugs and alcohol. Like, really?
No, that's not what I said.
I have never heard Chyna dog you.
I'm gonna do it. That's the only motherfucking way it's gonna get out.
Why?
I'm gonna do it, and I did it. Why? What about you not get? Are you with this shit?
Yeah, no, let's talk about you. Am I with it, Tony? Listen. Listen, I'm on neither one of y'all side. I'm talking mom. I am talking mom to mom right now. I am listening to you. I just listened to you the entire show. I just listened to you the entire show. I let you have the entire show. It's my turn. Yes, I did. It's my turn now. This is my motherfucking show. This is my motherfucking show. This is my turn. I am not Blac Chyna, okay? I am not your fucking daughter. I'm Tasha K. Nobody's right. And it's probably where she got her personality from. She learned from the best. But for a mom to get out here and trash her own motherfucking daughter, I don't condone that shit. The recording was it for me. If she probably would have never played the recording, I would have let Toni just have it. I would have said, you know what? Thank you for coming on. I'm not in a relationship, but you recorded your daughter to profit for motherfucking views to push your bipolar ass narrative. Now, I really hope that they can get it together, but dealing with somebody, how was a narcissist gonna call another bitch that she raised to be a narcissist? Where the fuck they do that at? How do you expect to get through to somebody you fucking raised to be just like you? And now you mad because she's just like you and she made that shit work and she became a millionaire? Now get the fuck out of here, okay?
Is there anybody at school that you like?
Yep, and I agree. I 100% agree with Tasha K and what she had to say about that, because Blac Chyna is everything that Tokyo Toni ever wanted to be. And instead of being proud of her daughter, guys, she's envious. Like, she just don't know how to transmute that jealousy into admiration. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I tell you guys this all the time. Sometimes it could be human to be jealous of a person, but you got to check yourself. And instead of being jealous, be inspired. You can do it too. If you see somebody that look better than you and you can't stop fucking hating, or you're so fixated on them, maybe it's something about them that you need to take a note from and apply it to yourself. Even if it's just confidence. If you apply the confidence that that person have, that you cannot stand how they dress, the way people always talking about my titties and this and that, bitch, you're just mad because I'm confident. I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all are saying. People always talking about my hair, my wig. I look the fuck good. Y'all just mad. Be confident in yourself. Do things that make you feel good. I like the way I look. Y'all see, ain't nobody make me change. I change whenever I feel like it, and I go back to whatever I like to do. When you are that confident, when you don't need consistent outside validation from people, a lot of people don't fucking like that. When people see you being successful, a lot of people don't like that. Instead of being jealous and envious, transmute that energy into being inspired and into being motivated to do better for yourself. I don't ever be jealous of a bitch like, oh, I wish I had that. I don't ever. Once I grew up, once I like evolved, never. I'll be happy for people and I'll be like, you know what? That's nice. This person is doing this. I think I want to do that too. And then I fucking go and put my feet to the pavement and I make my way and I start my journey to doing whatever it is that I want to do that may be a little similar to what they're doing. Be inspired. All that hate shit is weird. It's whack. We're all grown people. Be inspired. If you see somebody doing something, don't be mad at that person. Be inspired. Like, wow, this person really believes in themselves. You know, like this person really have a high self-esteem. Like that's something to aspire to. That's not something to be envious of or to be jealous of. Be inspired. Hey, what's up, boo? Thank you, Love Jones. I love me too. I've been through haters, family not close because I'm not a follower. That's unfortunate. Oh, and your pictures look nice too. I be seeing your posts with your makeup and stuff. It looks good. Yes, Love Jones. Yes, Faith. Yes. Those type will try to take the confidence away from you. That's true. And remember, I did the show with you guys about the destiny swapping when people will try to swap destinies with you. And I was really thinking about it because I'm like, have I ever experienced that? And you know what? I have. And I didn't even realize it until we did that show last night. And then I started to think about it and I was like, oh my God. And do you guys know how that was playing out for me though? It was playing out by me starting the show, right? I haven't really been talking to this person that much since I started doing the show because of certain things that was said that I didn't like and it made my antennas go up. And I have trust issues. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all, but it's a protection. You know, we all have trust issues to some degree, but my trust issues are not just bleeding all over the place. My shit kicks into gear when you do certain things, when you trigger me in certain ways, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can't now. My trust issues are now they're like active because you're saying things and doing things that's making me feel like you're an op or you may potentially be one. But this person would come to me with ideas and things that I said that I wanted to do as if it was their own, as if they had never heard me say it, as if it was just something brand spanking new. Or I would be like, hey, we should do this together. And they would tell it back to me, but say that they're doing it with somebody else, as if I had never ever mentioned it to them, as if I had never said, hey, maybe we should do this, as if I was not the fucking blueprint. And I'm like, oh my God, this person was going to try to swap destinies with me, take all of my energy, take all of my ideas, mirror and copy the things that I do, take my stories and the things that I've experienced and use it as their own. And then make it seem like they were the founding fathers. It was on some colonizer type of shit. And that almost happened to me 2 times now that I, was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, like, wow. And then let me tell you this. I will say this. Nothing is fucking new under the sun. And I talked to Storm about this too. I'll be like, damn, like sometimes I see people doing things that I've already thought of, that I've literally written out a whole business plan for, but I've yet to put it into action. So now when I do it, they're going to think I'm copying. That happens too, because nothing is new under the sun. But when someone is really, really close to you, that is what makes it different. Because bitch, like you got to at least let me get this out first before you try to steal it or do it and package it as if you're the pioneer. I don't like that shit. I'm not into that. But people definitely will try to swap destinies with you. They will try to steal all of your juice. They will try to put it out. Why y'all can't see me? Because it's 12:45 and I'm laying down. I'm fine. Why can't I see you, Sasha? I ain't never seen you a day in my life. What you look like? Why ain't you got your profile picture looking like your actual face, Sasha? But yeah. People will try to swap destinies with you. So speaking of the crazies, right? This guy, Coach, wait, hold up, let me pull it up. Coach Kels, he's been getting stalked by this woman since last year, right? So matter of fact, let me show you one of the first videos that he did. And it's gone viral, like it's been posted on the on Instagram, but I had already come across this on TikTok and I wanted to talk to you guys about it before I saw it on wait, hold up. Before I saw it on Instagram. So I have a few videos, and then a woman, she had a very, very a very like spiritual, like demon, like, you know, fighting demons, fighting in the spiritual realm type of take on it. And I really wanted to play it for you guys because I thought it was interesting what it was that she had to say. I didn't listen to all of it, so I listened to some of it and I was like, okay, that actually inspired me to go live tonight because I wasn't going to, because I had a bunch of stuff going on today. And I was like, let me just, you know, all right, let's share this. Okay. All right, shouts out to Coach Kels. Okay, so this is when the girl was like following him around. Look.
I can't hear you. Somebody knows me. Okay. They wanted you to give me what? A note? So you follow me to give me a note? How do you know that? Because I pay attention to my surroundings. And this is the second time. I pay attention. This is the second time. Your dogs? No, I saw you. Okay, let's look it up. Okay, I'm gonna say your information. So your name is what? Okay. I had you on Instagram, right? Okay. And they told me that like. Who's they? The gods. Okay.
Y'all heard her? She said they told me something like to come and follow you or to find you or something. And he said, who is they? And she said, the gods.
This is what this is. I've been letting it slide. I've been letting it slide because I'm not like a rude. I'm not mean. I'm not rude, and I've been letting it slide. But okay, but they said you was famous. It don't matter. It don't matter. This ain't cool. I've been letting it slide with letting you come to the gym, but this is too much. This is too much. What they got to do anything?
And she keeps referring to herself in like third person. Like she keeps saying they, like she's not talking as if it's her that's like moving her to do this stalking type of behavior. Like she's saying they're telling me to do this. Like what?
So I always want to understand why you're following me. What were you following me to do? You know, you wanted to know what side of town I stay on. So you follow me home. I saw you, so I was switching lanes.
Wait, no, I want to show y'all this one.
What is this?
I just had to stitch this particular video.
No, before that, before we get into her, I'm gonna leave her for last. So,
all right, so let me tell y'all the steps that I have taken to get this to stop.
Before that one, okay, sorry, it's not in order.
All right, y'all.
So this happened 2 days ago. So you look, his hair is totally different. She's been doing this for months, like since last year. Well, last year was only a month ago, but this been going on for months and months. His hair is totally different. It's a whole other season. And look, this is the same girl.
Asia came back, and last time she left some pizza and some Fanta. This time, we got some wings, some chicken wings, and some nuggets. No, I'm not gonna eat it. Don't fucking test my intelligence. I'm not eating this shit. We
got a note. It says, another gift. Instagram, beautiful girl. And we have a Fanta that was probably opened and poisoned. Let's see what the note says.
Hey, Virgos.
So today we got a picture of her and presumably her mother, I'm assuming. The back says one-on-one sessions, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. We can use my membership. She is working.
So she's been going to the gym that he goes to. Like, she literally drives around town, like, trying to, like, she stalks him.
Working with Planet Fitness. Drive with me there. It's probably backwards, but yeah. And then we got a cutout newspaper, Planet Fitness coupon. 24% down, $10 a month. Another day in the life of Kev. It's gonna be easy. All right, so let me tell y'all the steps that I have taken to get this to stop. So the first thing I did, obviously I asked her to stop. Told her to stop, so I wasn't interested, to leave me alone, blah, 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 blah. Obviously that's the first step. Second step,
I mean, he does look good. He's attractive. His body is smoking like a fucking cigarette, but it is not that serious. I'm sorry. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. At first, I was like, maybe this is a girl that he slept with. You know what I mean? And then he like, all right, nah, I don't really want to do this. Like, cause y'all know, like, you know, sometimes you get a little bit of dick, like you be a little crazy, like if it's good and you're like, oh my God, like dickmatized and stuff. But he never even slept. According to him, she's a total stranger. And once I started listening to more and more videos, you see how she said, oh, I know you famous on Instagram. She does not even know this man. So it's not even like he hit it and quit it and then she started getting crazy, because that would be a little more understandable. It still doesn't make it okay to start stalking somebody, but it would just give it a little more, you know, of a foundation as to why this would be happening. But she just, I don't know.
when it went on for a while and one of my first videos went viral, her mom's reached out and talked to her mom, try to get help that way. That didn't go anywhere. Because her mom is in California or whatever. So yeah, nothing transpired from that. Talked to a police officer. When I first talked to a police officer, nigga laughed. The nigga laughed like a nigga can't get stalked, and because of my size and her being a woman and whatnot, that it was a joke, obviously. Went to social media. Maybe the embarrassment would make her stop. The harassment of all the other people on social media harassing her maybe will make her stop. That didn't help. Went to the police station, asked about getting a police report and a restraining order, and they said that I have to go to the constable precinct. Went to the constable precinct. They said they don't do police reports, or they don't do restraining orders. They only do protective orders. And they said I don't qualify for a protective order because me and her never dated. Me and her aren't roommates, and we're not family. Only protective orders you can only get a protective order for those reasons. And they said I can't get a restraining order there. I would have to hire an attorney to get a restraining order. And I can't do a police report because I don't have her information. And it would just be me saying what someone did to me, and not really having her information on there wouldn't help me with anything. So it just hits a dead end. I would have to hire an attorney and then let their attorney do whatever he do, which I'm not about to pay money to hire an attorney to get a restraining order. When I've called the cops before and they don't come for hours, me getting a restraining order isn't going to do much. unless they can catch her in the act, which they more than likely won't. Only thing a restraining order would do would protect me if something physical had to happen and I got arrested or something like that. I had to go to court. I can say, yep, I had the restraining order, boom, boom, boom. But I think I have enough evidence to where I can show, like, yes, I have taken steps to get this shit resolved legally and nothing. So, yeah, and for people who saying I like it and I just want the attention and whatnot, this shit was going on for an entire year before I ever posted anything. An entire year before I posted anything. No, I don't like it. I get plenty of attention I don't need her attention. If we're being realistic, I get plenty of attention elsewhere. I don't need that type of attention. I don't like it. It's very, very annoying. But yeah, y'all be easy.
That's messed up. That's fucked up.
What is this?
I just had to stitch this particular video. In the video, you have a guy by the name of Coach Kales who is dealing with a stalker. I just came across the video for the first time today, and in the video,
wait, before she starts, she made this video September 27th. And people are commenting today, like, it's been months since you posted this video and it's still happening. She's like, oh my God. And they're like, this is so real. It's still happening. Poor guy. I couldn't imagine if it was my brother. Yeah, I couldn't imagine if it was my brother, because my brother would not, I don't know how he would react. He probably would be the same as the guy. Like, yo, she's crazy. Like, I don't know what to do. Whoa, this is crazy. Yep. It's crazy. All right. So let her finish talking. So she's going to speak about, like, the spiritual implications of what could possibly be going on, because she's, like, very into spirituality. You know, she even, like, pulls scriptures from the Bible, and she talks about different types of spirits and so on and so forth. So let's get into it. Shouts out to Princess D 1712.
Video, he shares that he's been dealing with this for months. So he posted up about it several months ago, and it went viral. Some of her family members reached out to him and asked him to take the video down for her safety. He did just that. They said that they were going to make sure that she got the help that she needed. She didn't get the help that she needed. They didn't do anything about it, or they didn't do enough about it. And so she's continued stalking him. He has confronted her. He's gone to the cops. He's done just about everything that he could do possibly to stop her from stalking him. He's trying to make it clear to her that he has no interest in her. Nevertheless, she insists on stalking him. Oh yeah, and let me mention this. She refers to herself in first, second, and third person. That elusive they. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but they is legion. It's a host of unclean spirits. To get to the point of the video, I was scrolling today. I've heard his name before, but this was the first time I came across any of his videos that I can remember anywho. But I was scrolling and I came across this video. It wasn't this one that I stitched. It was another video dealing with the girl stalking him. So I went to his page and I just started watching the videos and what have you. Me being in the ministry of deliverance, I know what that is. So one of the videos he started, the most recent video he posted up, he was talking about he recently came down here to Atlanta. He was saying a Lifetime movie crew needs to follow him because of the crazy encounters that he's been having. But he said that he went, I think, to a restaurant, or he went somewhere. And when he was coming out, a homeless man started talking to him. And his voice, the homeless man's voice got really deep. And the homeless man told him that he was going to off him. The homeless man said he was going to do it and get away with it. This is somebody that he's never met before. This is what I would call a demonic hit. You say, Tiffany, what exactly is that? It's typically when you're under a demonic contract. Many times it's generational, something your grandma did or great grandma did, your parents did, or it could even be something that you did, practicing witchcraft, getting into something, and you make an agreement with the enemy. And typically in those agreements, there's what I call small print. In every contract, there's small print. And most people are unaware of the price they pay for witchcraft. For example, he may be dealing with something that's generational, and the enemy feels like he has a legal right to him. That's because within the small print of that demonic contract, there was something that was not done. Or it can be something as simple as in a demonic contract, a demon may say, I got to have the firstborn of every male for the next 2-3 generations. Once they reach a certain age, that is, or achieve a certain goal. I've done deliverance on people, and I remember I've heard this several times where a demon will start speaking out of a person's mouth and say, please don't cast me out, I'm not finished yet. Or they'll say, don't cast me out, I'm going to get in trouble. Remember this, Satan is not omnipresent, meaning he can't be in all places at one time. So he has to employ the use of unclean spirits, aka demons. Every demon or every demonic grouping has an assignment. Their assignment is to kill, steal, and destroy, but there are ways in which they do that. For example, often a person doesn't necessarily mean causing the person to take their last breath. Often a person is getting a person sent to prison. In his case, it looks like the enemy's either trying to push him to go to prison, whereas he starts fearing for his life because this girl is going to keep coming because she's going to keep dealing with the obsession, or that unclean spirit will try to have her to do something to him. You see, right now, she's still in the genesis of her obsession. This is why she's still smiling. She's likely having a bunch of demonic dreams about him. In the dreams, he's saying stuff like, I really want you, we're meant to be. But it's a spirit husband that's talking to her. She's being inundated with thoughts of him. This is why the Bible says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. And more than likely, she's spending hours on his pages just looking through his videos. Anything he does that is seductive, she's taking that as suggestive language that he's talking directly to her. That's how that unclean spirit works. And one of his most recent videos, she was a little bit upset because some of the people from the gym were confronting her about her stalking him, that is. This is the plan of the enemy. The enemy wants that spirit in her to become angry. Better yet, he wants her to come into agreement with the spirit of murder. 9 times out of 10, she already has that spirit, but she isn't fully in agreement with it yet. Let's say this guy goes out there and gets himself in a relationship, and she sees the new woman, or she sees the current woman. Typically, what those unclean spirits will start doing is they'll start telling her that this woman is the devil. This woman is sent into his life to come against their love. That spirit will start telling her all types of evil things about that woman, and then she may find herself starting to stalk that woman. I say stalk, I'm talking about trying to dig up dirt on her, following her around, trying to find something to share with him in order to drive him away from that woman. And of course, that won't work. So instead, what it will do is it will activate the protector in him. Every man has that mechanism where they feel this need to protect the woman unless it's been completely broken. But typically, it will activate that in him where he's going to start defending the girl, maybe going to the police station with her and all that other stuff, which is going to upset this particular girl. And once this happens, this is typically when a person comes into agreement with the spirit of murder, whether that's her wanting to harm herself, harm him, or in most cases, harm the other woman. And if she's locked away in a psych ward, that spirit will find somebody else to use. It may or may not come through an obsessed person. It can come through an actual lover. It can come through a person in your family who's dealing with jealousy. Either way, when the enemy has an agenda to take a person out of this planet, that spirit will stop at nothing until it's completed its assignment. What should you do if you're going through something like this, or what should he do? Deliverance. Deliverance to deal with anything that may potentially be in you that could be attracting what's in her or attracting what's in the other person, or deliverance so that you can make sure that you break that contract. In many cases, both. Believers need to have deliverance every quarter. Obviously, unbelievers can't have deliverance because deliverance is the children's bread. That's according to the scriptures. You should never allow behavior like that to go unchecked. Remember, the war is not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities and the rulers of this dark world and spiritual wickedness in high places. In other words, it's never natural, it's always spiritual. This is important because you will have people to say, no, she just needs a straitjacket. She will still be demonized in that straitjacket. And at some point, they'll let her out. And that spirit in her will still be there if the job hasn't been completed. Hear me closely and hear me carefully. Anytime you're dealing with a demonic hit, or better yet, a demonic contract or an altar that needs to be addressed, you will start noticing patterns. So you'll notice patterns. For example, everybody you date seems to be obsessed with you. Everybody you date seems to be abusive. Everybody you date seems to start talking about harming you, taking their lives, what have you. Don't take that lightly. That is always spiritual. And I know I have to mention this. It may not always be generational. Sometimes it could be a person that decided to play with love spell. The point that I'm making is that's an unclean spirit in that young lady. That same unclean spirit was what spoke out of that man. You may see that type of activity in your life. Don't ignore it. I'll post up some deliverance resources in the comment section.
Lord, a word. A word. Dang, that got me thinking about like some of my past experiences that I've had. We really got to be careful out here in these streets. And it's unfortunate because you see how people would say, oh, choose better, make better decisions, choose better. He didn't choose that. He did not choose that. That is a stranger. And this is what I talk about. Women experience what he's experienced way more than a man could ever imagine. Yet they would get up here and say, you need to choose better. His situation is not as common as it is with men stalking women. And it's unfortunate that he's going through this. Hopefully, we don't even know how he could resolve it, because we just heard from the horse's mouth that he's been going to the police. They haven't been taking him seriously because he doesn't really know her. He doesn't have her information. If he wanted to serve her with some papers, he wouldn't even know where to go. But if it gets to continue, then I think he needs to invest in a PI and find out who she is and hire somebody to stalk that ass so he could figure out exactly who it is that he's dealing with. He needs to know where she lives, where she works. He needs to know everything about her so that he could protect himself. And, you know, it's unfortunate, but he might have to move. He might have to move. He might have to move. It sucks. Sasha said it reminds me of that woman crying over you and Storm. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. People be crazy. A lot of people have mental illness that's unchecked and undiagnosed. And a lot of people are really, really lonely. And the parasocial relationships that happen with content creators and, you know, the people that watch, the people that subscribe, and the people that follow can potentially be dangerous because you feel like you know us in real life. You know what I mean? And yeah, we connect with you all. We give a lot of ourselves to you all, but in real life, we don't know each other in real life. You know what I mean? Like, if I would have seen some of y'all, I wouldn't know who the hell it was. You know, I look different all the time. You might not. Nah, y'all would recognize me if y'all saw me. I don't even know I was about to pump fake. Like, y'all wouldn't know it was me. But y'all picking up what I'm putting down. And you heard what that lady said. She said she might see him post some content and think that it's toward her. Like, people really be that delusional. It's crazy. It really is. He needs to cover himself in the 3D and beyond. Yes, from PI to prayer. He needs to make a trip to New Orleans and find out what's going on. Yes, crazy obsessed fans. Yes. Stands like the Eminem video. Yep. It's true. It's a lot that come with putting yourself out there on the internet and like really being a public figure. It's a lot that happens. You gotta stay prayed up. You gotta stay armored up. You need to be protected. You really do. Pray that spirit away from you. Yes. Oh, I pray. I've been doing a lot of praying and a lot of, you know, I've been in the house. I have not been around anybody. Like, I'm going to go on a family vacation this weekend, but that's my family. Like, outside of that, no one has been able to see me. Like, and everybody's been trying, and I'm like, nope, you can't come over here. I'm not going over there. I'm not going outside. Like, I've only gone out to like get groceries and, you know, to do whatever, run my errands, and I'm right back in. I have not been around. People have not seen me outside of people that's been passing me on the street. No one has seen me. Only you guys have seen me on the internet. And even still, you know, I've limited it because of this space that I'm in right now. But y'all still, you know, we do what we do. One lady even followed Storm from hotel to hotel. Yeah, I remember he was telling me she was calling around. And honestly, it's hard when you're handling stalkers. You're not supposed to acknowledge stalkers, but what are you supposed to do? Yep. She needs professional help. Yep. She does. And the family said that they were going to get her professional help, but nothing happened. Like, she's continued to stalk him. Like, I don't know. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this, Crown by K. That's gonna have to happen. Absolutely. You should start your lives with Sage like Storm used to do. I never saw Storm do that. That's ironic because I've been doing YouTube for a lot since like 2018 or 17. I just wasn't consistent, and I would always start my videos burning sage. I never saw him do that. That's interesting. See, like minds think alike. But hopefully, you know, things work out for him because it's crazy out here. Speaking of crazy, do you guys remember that the girl that had got married to her stepfather? Do y'all remember that? She got married to her stepfather, not her stepfather, her godfather. And there were pictures of her and him when she was like 2 or 3 years old. And then she had a baby at 16 by him. And once she turned 18, they got legally married. Do y'all remember that story? Well, this is an update from that story. He lives in Houston. He might have to move. Houston is big. Did she just follow him like that? Oh, you talking about Coach Kells. And you know, honestly, when you do business, like this is the thing too. Like when you are a business person, outside of being a content creator, when your business is to solicit clients, you have to have a location for your business. So it's a little harder to not have where you're located, because I believe he's like a fitness instructor. You know, he does like fitness content. So if he has like people that he's training, then clearly he's going to say, this is the gym that I train out of. Like that's how that goes. So I don't know, how do you maneuver in a space like that? I really don't know. So this content creator I follow called Aaliyah, she gave an update on this situation. Let me let you guys see. Shouts out to Aaliyah Sakina on TikTok.
We saw a post made by Deja Jackson on Facebook, and I have to say that it was pretty disturbing.
Do you guys remember this when they went viral a few months back? So this is her and him when she was a baby, and then this is her and him when she turned 18 and they got legally married.
But given the circumstances, I was not surprised. Many people, especially people on Facebook, know the story of Mike and Deja Haugabook. In case you don't know, I will give you the Reader's Digest version. Trigger warning, essay of a minor. And then I'll show you what I saw because I think it's relevant as far as what happened to Deja. So this is Mike Haugabook holding his goddaughter, Deja, when she was 2 years old. This is Mike Haugabook and Deja Haugabook because they got married in 2021 when she was 18 and he was believed to be 61. Yes, he married his goddaughter. It is suspected by Deja's mother that Mike started having relations with Deja when she was just 14 years old. This would be around the time that Deja ran away from home and Mike made a public plea on Facebook looking for his goddaughter. She gave birth to his baby, a little girl, at 16 years old, which is the little girl in the wagon. The rest of the kids are his children. Her mother also had relations with Mike in the same block of time. Her mother did have a drug addiction, so she wasn't really able to support Deja emotionally as a mother should. And things got very messy between the three of them on social media. But throughout all the drama and the backlash, Deja sticks beside her man, and she has another baby, a little boy. Somewhere down the line, it's being said that they got a divorce or got separated. I don't know which one is true, but they definitely were having major problems. Deja very noticeably changes her last name back to Jackson as they're going back and forth on Facebook. And then she posted this. Pause to read.
So let's look at what she posted a couple days ago on Facebook. This man really told DCF, I'm doing drugs. So I'm guessing that's DIFA, so like Child Protective Services, in wherever it is that she lives, that I'm doing drugs just to get his son from me. So they have 2 kids now, because I won't let him take him. Boy, I trip off smoking weed. You know that. Why you lying so much? Laughing emoji, crying emoji. Need to tell them people how you touching your daughter. The fuck? So she said that he's allegedly touching his daughter. And she's basically, this man groomed her. This is a PEDO that she gave babies to, and now he's touching her daughter. We don't know if he's touching the daughter that he had with her or if he's touching his other daughters that he had, you know, with other women. We don't know. But are we surprised at this part? Not surprised. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? This is this man's character. This is his MO. This is how he gets down. He is a PEDO. This is what he does. He touched her when she was underage, and she was his goddaughter. It doesn't matter if they were blood or not. Goddaughter. Daughter being the operative word. Daughter is still in the title as far as their relationship was concerned. How do you raise up a little girl and then want to be with her? You're a PEDO, and he groomed her. And she was so brainwashed that everybody was trying to come to her defense and trash this man and tell her that she need to leave this man alone, that he's dangerous and he's no good. She trashed everybody. She cussed everybody like a dog in the street. And she said, that's my man. Y'all just jealous and I'm going to stick beside him. That was her response. And now she's singing a completely different tune. She went back to her original last name, and now she's sitting up here saying that he touched on one of his daughters.
Now, she has since deleted this, and I don't know how true this is in regards to what she said about Mike and their daughter. But it can only mean one of 2 things. Either it's true, or this is trauma from Deja being groomed as a child by Mike herself.
I think it's both.
Deja was failed by everyone around her. She now has 2 children and a marriage by a man who groomed her. I feel that at this point in time, Deja to some degree realizes that she definitely was groomed as a minor, but she's not going to admit that publicly because she needs to maintain her dignity and doesn't want to give her haters a win. So she promotes it. And this is not a joke. People don't realize the influence that a toxic couple who is viral on social media can have on people. There are minor age girls that
look, she posted this picture. Deja posted this and said, "True love, age ain't nothing but a number."
Want to be like Deja. And there are grown-ass men who are predators and groomers that want to be like Mike and get away with it. So if you want to know why people like me care, it's because too many people don't. Deja did not deserve what she went through, and she does not deserve what she's going through now, even as an adult, even as a mother. No matter how small you think your voice is, at least be a voice to expose these groomers and predators. Deja was robbed of her childhood, so I really wish her the best. I hope that she's able to be successful and be an amazing mother.
This comment says there's a core.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Let's watch this video too. This is pivoting. This is a whole different video, but we're gonna watch this and then I'm gonna get out of here and I'll see you guys mañana. But what did y'all say? No, he was black. She couldn't see it. What's her TikTok name? I don't know her TikTok name. She married a white man. No, I believe that she just reposted that picture, Ms. and said, see, age ain't nothing but a number. She reposted it, basically like advocating for that or like championing that relationship with that young girl and that older white man. This cannot be real. It is. It's real life. It's real life. So we're going to watch this last video that popped up, and then I'm going to skedaddle. Shouts out to Sunny Day Jones.
This comment says there's a correlation to white women having to actually do domestic work and the rise of convenience food. They always needed help. Oh, yeah. Like slave in a box. Oh, y'all ain't know about slave in a box? Come here. Come look at this here. Side note, y'all have seen these. We haven't even gotten to these. Like all of these in there. Oh, okay. Oh, right on top. Great. In 1888, the Pearl Milling Company created a self-rising brand of pancake mix. And to promote it, they used an image from old vaudeville.
Pearl Milling. That's what Aunt Jemima is called now. Do y'all see the correlation? It used to be promoted as a slave in the box. That is what microwavable or quick fix food used to be promoted as. Like, oh, it's so good that it tastes like a slave made it. Y'all, this shit runs deep in this country. This is why when they get up here and they fucking pump fake like the feminist movement ever helped out melanin rich woman, or we could ever truly be a true feminist, we always had to fucking work in this country. It's a scam. We always had to work, and we were working for the clear women. We was always working. Don't let them fucking scam you out and make it seem like we ever got to fucking rest in femininity and be taken care of and be a housewife. We always had to work.
And minstrel show posters. And they named her Aunt Jemima. And to further market it, particularly in the 1950s, when white middle-class households first started losing domestic labor, they started marketing it as slave in a box because the pancakes, the hot cakes, the whole cakes, whatever you want to call them, they came out so good, it was like having a slave right in your kitchen. So to the trad wives making the Little House on the Prairie content, blaming feminism for why they have to go to work, a better concept to criticize is capitalism. Because after the fall of free or cheap domestic labor, instead of trying to become more active participants in the community that is your household, they decided to be hyper-capitalists instead and create a bunch of products to fill those gaps. Automatic washers, dryers, dishwashers. That plus that cute little invention called the microwave, baby! Yeah, we also get a bunch of convenience food, which are just hastily modified versions of old family recipes that they stole from the Black and brown domestic workers. So when we say it's everywhere, we're not lying.
Slave and a motherfucker.
My niece pronouncing popular celebrity.
And notice, once we stopped working for them and doing the domestic work for them, they started calling us lazy. Ain't that some shit? Once we stopped doing domestic work for the clear people, once we stopped working for them and providing them with cheap labor, then we started to be called lazy. That's real ironic. Who lazy? The person that needs to outsource, that's not even taking care of their fucking kids, got a wet nurse, a day nurse, a nanny, a maid, a cleaner, a cook, a chef, a gardener. Who really is lazy? Like y'all, they scam us and pump fake us out so bad. It's just laughable at this point for us to still believe any of the bullshit that we've been taught in this country. It's just laughable. Open up your motherfucking eye, and I'm talking about the one in the center of your goddamn forehead. Okay. Continue to vibrate high. I love y'all. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So shine bright tonight. You and I. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I do. So alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh yes, this part. Way worse. Because they lie. They lie so bad. It's terrible. They lie like a Persian rug. They know for sure most of them is broke. So they need us to come to the table with something because they can't take care of all of the bills on their own. But instead of being honest about that, they try to say we're lazy, we're combative. They make every excuse in the world for them to not have to step up to the plate and actually lead and be the man of the household that they claim they are. Put your money where your mouth is. That part. I taught a seminar on birth work, and half these attendees, clear women, had no clue about it. Ooh. Oh. Love you guys. Yes. We ain't for not no more, that part. And they can't stand it because we waking up. We not laying down and taking it no more. Show up as her, be her. Show up as him, be him. Don't let nobody play in your face. Shoot a prize. The sky ain't the limit because there isn't one. Anything that you can conceive of, you can achieve. You can achieve. Life is a movie and you starring in it. The world is a stage and you're at the center of it. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And if you are not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And we out. Peace.